welcome to Belgium, where today we're at Plopsaland De Panne. Of course, we're here to ride the ride to happiness, and we're going to explore the rest of the park as well. So hit like, hit subscribe, and join us as we investigate.
Dear friends, you have been guided through the energetic maze to this place. You are now but a few steps away from happiness. In a moment, you will experience how nature embraces your inner being. Treasure that moment when it arrives. Live today. Love tomorrow. Unite forever.
Holy macaroni! So we've just done 5 rides in the last hour on the ride to happiness here at Plopsaland De Panne. Henry and Dan have done it before, myself and Detective Whitmore are doing it for the first time today, and yeah, it's pretty bloody good, isn't it? I don't know where to start. This area is gorgeous. It looks absolutely beautiful. The ride itself is fantastic. The sound is like the icing on the cake for me, I think, in terms of the onboard audio. Those transitions are fantastic. It's a different ride every time. Hence why I wanted to get like 5 rides in before we spoke about it, because every ride is unique. And each time I did it, I'm like, it's getting better and better. And like the spins are great, the transitions are great, the music's timed so well to everything.
I think the area music changes with the dispatch as well. I think it
Do you think?
Yeah, a little bit more like, a little bit louder, a little bit more upbeat.
That would make sense. It's pretty chill now, it's quiet. It's just more like soundscape, and I imagine it will like kick off. I mean, this first inversion, like coming out of the station, is nuts. That's got to be the first, like, the best ever first element out of a station. I really like the sort of little ejector airtime in the second launch. I love the 2 bunny hills at the end. You think you're going to get thrown out back to the entrance of the park. Like, it's incredible. For like a little family park to have this is nuts.
There's got to be the bunny hops at the end.
They are amazing. I can't believe bunny hops would be one of my highlights.
And you're going sideways through them. It's
nuts. Yeah, that's incredible.
Listen.
You're right, it is. And it's going to dispatch shortly, so yeah, this is incredible. Come and ride it if you can. Where does it sit in my top 1,000? I don't know. Definitely top 5. I just can't think where, so I'll come back to you on that. But yeah, this is absolutely bloody lovely. Very happy. I'm genuinely, like, on the break run, I was like, I'm so happy right now. Life is good, so yeah. Very glad to be here on the ride to happiness. Heidi The Ride is perfectly fine. Wasn't
very banked, very smooth.
Wasn't very good, that, sorry. I was trying to channel some sort of Sam Costello. He nailed it the other week when I saw his video. It was like a Wicker Man is Wicked Man, Heidi The Ride is... I don't know, anyway. Go check out Sam Costello, he's lovely. That was okay, is my thought on that. Because you've done it before, Detective Cooks has done it before.
It's all right.
Whitmore's not done it before.
It was fine.
It was fine. I really like Wicker Man. I love Wicker Man, and I thought GCI it's going to be wicked, and yeah, you know, it's got good banks, it's got some good drops, but there's just not... It's not got that sort of full force, has it, that Wicker Man has, you know? Which I get, because it's a family coaster. It's got, what, six rows, is it? So quite short trains. And the throughput's really slow. 1 train, 6 rows on that train, and there's just loads of kids on it, and it was just, there's a lot, wasn't it?
There's a weird scene at the end after the breaks that I don't know. It's definitely a kiddie coaster. Yeah. It looks bigger than a kiddie coaster kind of thing.
I've really been wanting to do more thrilling wooden coasters, so I was like, yeah, let's get on this. I can't wait to do this, but actually, in retrospect, it's so family. We were saying last night that in John Wardley's new book, Life After Nemesis, he revealed that Wicker Man should have been a lot more tame than it was, and he got them to beef it up a lot, and I suspect it could have been a bit more like that. Interesting having an out and back, but it just makes me appreciate Wicker Man even more for what it is. So, thanks Heidi The Ride for making Wicker Man even better, I guess, is my summary on that. Yeah, fun day so far. There's a few school trips here, but otherwise it's pretty quiet. Dan just touched something he shouldn't have touched on my body, so I'm going to cut there. Choo choo! We're now on the Plopsa Express, which is just next to Heide The Ride. The idea is that we're going to try and get back to the front for some lunch. Oh, it's dark. Henry said there's something really... I feel bad talking when it's dark. There we go. Henry said that there's a very good, fun scene in here, didn't you?
Yeah. I can't remember what it is myself, but we'll see.
We will see. I really like transport rides and getting a different perspective of the park that you wouldn't normally get. So I'm not sure where those shots that I just got are gonna go, but you might see some cool little angles. But what I really appreciate with that, such a little touch, the train itself goes by Anubis and just by the launch, and I could see that he was watching, and I've seen other vlogs that he would that the drivers would pause and wait for the launch, and I kind of suggested it or said something similarly, and he did pause, and he was like, sort of a thing, like, I know, don't worry. And yeah, he paused so we could get a shot of it and watch it, right next to us, which is so cool, a little detail that just makes such a big difference. So really appreciate that. Lunchtime now, let's go see what we can get to eat. Just had some lovely fries, which were alright, wasn't anything spectacular. I feel like Belgians are known for fries and chocolate and waffles, but over here they just call them waffles, don't they? Not Belgian waffles. Attached to the little restaurant that we were in is this lovely indoor section, which is really nice actually. There are quite a few other Plopsa parks around, and a lot of them are indoor or at least have indoor spaces, which is good. And what does the UK need? Indoor parks and spaces. So we definitely need more of this. I mean, there's not loads in here, but at least, if you had a pass and you were nearby, you could pop in, bring your packed lunch, and the kids can be occupied for a bit. So great idea, and it is quite well themed actually. Yeah, it's lovely. So really enjoying Plopsaland De Panne so far today. I shouldn't have left you alone, should I? There's a lot of these in Europe, isn't there?
You should have seen how we got it.
Oh god, it's sinking. If he falls in, that's going to be so funny. But I feel like it's designed so it won't topple. Well, we can't get him back now, we'll just be over there. Oh, he can pull himself back. Look at those arms go.
Oh my god, what's he doing? What? Yeah, right.
No, I don't want my feet to get wet, I've changed my mind.
Damn, it's so...
Oh, you've actually got your feet wet. Oh.
No. My feet aren't wet, it's just the bottom.
Oh.
Have a go.
No, I'm alright. Something that I didn't mention before, because we were rushing for the ride to happiness, is this little lovely entrance plaza. There's quite a lot of parks that have a sort of, what's the word? Urban, not urban, is that right? Buildings as such at the front, which I think is cool, and it gives it that sort of town square vibe. It gives a sort of central hub and a central focus as you enter. And this one's nearly nice. It does feel like a European town square, basically, with the fountains and the little bandstand for the morning performances and stuff. So, yeah, lovely little do.
Tasty.
What the hell? So we just had a little go there on Anubis. I heard the launch was snappy, but coming into it, I'm thinking, this isn't it's not enough speed. We need to whoa, and then it just before you can finish off your thought, it absolutely pulls you through. That was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's so much better than I thought it was going to be.
Is that the same model as Cobra with the launch? Cobra.
I've no idea. Cobra at Pulton's.
Yeah.
I don't know. However, that's Gerstlauer. That's the first Gerstlauer I've done that didn't rattle me to death.
Yeah.
Really smooth.
Remarkably smooth.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe Gerstlauer would do that and then also do the smiler. What's the difference? I assume Anubis is a lot newer. I'd have to check.
One version, or two.
There's a few. The ending version was really good as well. But yeah, for a launch, holy heck, we need more launch Gerstlauers. That was crazy good. Right, we're going to go back round. See you later.
Bye.
Further thoughts from doing Anubis 2 more times. So we did front row, middle row, back row. Front row was the best, then middle, then back. Back row definitely had a bit more rattle than the front. Theme is really cool, but I've no idea what it is. It doesn't explain the story. Maybe Anubis is TV related, because I know a lot of the characters here are TV stuff. Yeah, it's really good if you do the front row. If you do the back, it's still good, but just a bit little, bit of a head wobble. We braved Supersplash just there, the water coaster, just because we thought it's open. We want to get the cred, and it was one of those where you come down and you go, oh, it wasn't that bad, and then you get a secondary wave, and that's when it got really wet. It was okay. I mean, it's literally just up the lift, drop, done. And the sort of return journey back to the station takes longer than everything else, but it was alright. But that makes me want to go on the one at Ettelin, because that's got all the theming and story, and that's supposed to be better. Henry's blowing down a trumpet, so I'm going to go investigate this over here. What?
This is the best theme park ever. You got Ride to Happiness, which is the class coaster.
I just thought we've not heard from you yet. Hello.
What?
We've not really heard from you much yet.
Yeah.
You normally have monologues that we've not done.
Forget Efteling and Disney. This is the best theme park in the world. Because you got Ride to Happiness, God tier coaster.
Yeah.
You've got fun interactive bits meant for kids, but fun kids, adults as well.
Yeah.
And Anubis packs a punch, I think we've
It
already
does.
said.
Front row.
Yeah.
It is a front row ride, I've decided.
Yeah. Right, we're going to go on some ropes.
We are. Oh, this is shaky. Oh, they're saying that's just me. Toppling it side to side. Oh, jeez. Oh, crud. Trying not to swear and trying to keep the camera steady. Not working very well. Oh dear. So we just done the Dragon, which is a Mack Rides powered coaster, very similar to that of the Runaway Mine Train over at Alton Towers. I love Runaway Mine Train, I think it's really fun. That was a cool layout, but it was a bit rickety and a bit rough, and it didn't really have the sort of drops and banking that Runaway Mine Train does, so I would say this one wasn't as good, but I'd rather do this than Flying Fish at Thorpe. Agreed?
Yeah.
Agreed?
I've never done Flying Fish.
It's just a figure of 8. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. Cool. Good throughput though. Massive long train. But yeah. 2 lap special as well. Yeah. Let's do something else. Crimes against these two foes. These troglodytes don't believe that the Ride to Happiness is the best ride in the park. How do you plead?
Lies.
How do you plead?
Guilty.
I sentence you to be stuck in there forever.
No!
Dan thinks it should be K9 like a dog, and I don't think he understands that K3 is probably a pop band from what I can see. The least we say about that coaster, the better. No, genuinely, it wasn't that great. Wasn't really much to it, was there? Like,
It's alright.
the photo was bad, but you don't need to see that.
exciting parts of brakes.
Yeah, the brakes are harsh, yeah. Ooh, everyone jolts forward, it's really bad. I just saw it happen then.
And the restraint, like bar, jolts up as well, so keep your hands out of the way at the end.
Yeah.
Help!
Dangerous little thing. Help indeed. Oh, is there a bubble machine? Oh, there's loads of flies. Oh.
Ooh.
Right, let's get away from the midges. Oh, jeez. So we're currently in the Princess restaurant, which looks lovely on the outside, but then you come inside, it's actually really nice. It's very princess, feels very Disney. It feels like what sort of the Sleeping Beauty restaurant should be. I say it should be. I've not been inside it myself, but I feel like this is like an imitation of it. It's really lovely. There's like stained glass windows. You've got the chandeliers, flowers. Like the seats are really nice. Like it's really, I actually really like this. I think it's really cute. Isn't it? It's really nice. And there's some dresses as well. Yeah, it's lovely. And there's a teacups right outside under like a little conservatoire sort of area. Yeah, and you can see Anubis from here. The thing I've noticed about this park, there's a lot of stuff. Sort of, it feels out of place. So right now we're in this cute little princess restaurant cafe thing, and I can see Anubis over there in this sort of little creepy manner, and then you're at the K3 like kids coaster, and then you've got Ride to Happiness right there. There's just a bit of a clash of things, which is odd. In their own little areas they're good, but if you look outside of it, it's a bit like, huh? But otherwise, there's lots of nice details here. It's very good. I'm really not the best with spinning rides, and after having some drinks and feeling a little queasy because I'm dehydrated, I didn't feel amazing on that. Dan doesn't like spinning as well, but he did good to get on it. And it's a cute little thing, isn't it? I love that it's attached to the Princess Castle restaurant, cafe thing, and it's just at the back, and it's just, yeah, it's nice. Nicely detailed.
Solid.
Yeah.
And like most of them, they have like ones that don't spin on the group of 3. So if you don't want to be that intense, there is a few that you can pick.
This didn't seem to spin as much as the as like Double Tea Party over at Thorpe, and the same as Marauders Mayhem over at, what are they doing? Marauders Mayhem over at Towers, but yeah. Dan's being silly. Such a distraction, I'm sorry. Last time Dan and Henry were here, they were saying that they completely missed like the Viking section, and I completely understand why, because as we were heading from the teacups back to Anubis, there was just a path, and it's kind of separate from the rest of the park. I think the park's kind of like a bubble, and then this little Viking bit's just a little tiny bubble on the side. So yeah, it looks very well themed, and the disco looks incredibly well themed. So let's go have a look. We just did a Zampella disco, and I don't know the name of it. Need to check the footage. Yeah, this is what you call a well-themed disco. It's got a hump. The hump ones are always better. Drayton's should be like this, and it's not, which is a shame. Or just wood. Drayton's just needs stuff around the scaffolding. This is a perfect example of how it should be. Like Cobra at Chessington, or that Joker-themed one in, is it Abu Dhabi or somewhere?
Oh, the indoor one?
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? This was cool. Loads of kids on it. They were being silly. It was a laugh. Happy days. Plopsaland De Panne, we like you a lot. We have 1 hour left, and can you guess what we're going to be riding? I don't know how many laps we're going to get. I reckon like 5, maybe 6. Definitely going to hit above the 10 mark for today, so we will get back to you shortly. And with an extra, what, 5 rides at the end there, I think, on the Ride to Happiness, including 3 at the end, in which we got to stay on, basically. The guy was, we were thinking maybe we could stay on, but the guy went, no, that didn't happen. No, sorry, one of the ride-ups, he said to us, oh, there's 2 more there, and like got us to come back after we'd exited, which was really nice of him. Little details like that really make a park day, and it's been bloody lovely. I think riding that more now, I definitely love it. I think it could be number 1, but I still need to think about it a little bit. Otherwise, yeah, lovely park. What are my other park? Either Velocicoaster or Gwazi. Not sure.
Is it not your number 1?
Maybe, I'm not sure. We were saying this before.
Bloody hell's
It's not
wrong with you?
mine.
It's kind of like recency bias though, isn't it? I've just done it 14 times.
You know it's good when I buy merch and say it's my
Yeah,
number
we've
1
got
ride.
lots of stuff in our bags. However, riding each time has been a slightly different experience, which is really cool, really unique. I would say we tried, sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. I've been spinning around all day. We tried having 2 of us on one row and 1 on the other for one of the cars to spin more, but it didn't. We were unfairly weighted, but then later on it did spin a bit more, so it's a bit weird, but I think you ideally want 2 heavy people one side, 2 light people on the other, and then you'll fully spin. But it's so unique just getting all those different spins. It's fantastic. It doesn't make sense in this park, and having done it that many times now and having gone around the park and seen the layout from different perspectives, I can understand where you're going next. So it wasn't as disorientating in the end, but yeah, it was superb. It's so good. Not sure what else to say, but if you can make it here, because it was wonderful. So that's us. Oh, go on. Come on then.
Even though it
Popping
is
in.
a family park, like you can tell that for sure. It's really nicely presented, like the details, the upkeep. I think when we'd come last, the cogs moving in front of the person in the station.
Yeah, like the sort of robot.
They weren't
character.
on, but they fixed those. They're working, so it seems like they care about the place.
Definitely, yeah. As I said, it seems a little bit like certain areas are a bit. It's weird having the Ride to Happiness track sort of in the middle of the park, and you can see it from everywhere else. It's a little bit odd, but then again, it's just that ride. It just sticks out like a sore thumb, but also it's amazing when you're there. So
I think it's
whatever.
a strategic thing.
You think it's a
Because
strategic thing? Go on.
They've put it in like a family park. I feel like it's almost like to get kids not realising how crazy it is.
Like
Get them then.
To
A
get
mega
them
step
riding
up.
other coasters,
Maybe, yeah.
potentially.
I think it's just to bring people like us here because we've spent all day there. We spent loads of money on merch because the merch was expensive, and it's great. Wonderful little park, an exceptional ride that doesn't really belong here, but it's just giving us a reason to come. So happy days. And that's our day then at Plopsaland De Panne done. I'm sure we'll be back here in the future because we've got annual passes, as it was only a little bit more to get an annual pass, but it made sense. And we've got another trip tomorrow before we head home back to the UK. So from myself, Detective Whitmore, Detective Cookson and Detective Close, case closed. I said close twice again. The child fell over.